Hello everyone, welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you are a subscriber, welcome back to my channel. So this channel, Teaching Online with Kelsey, is where I vlog about my life as a full-time online teacher and also serve other online teachers as well. So if it's your first time seeing me, please make sure it is not your last by hitting that red subscription button and the bell down below to be notified of new videos every week. And to also give this video a thumbs up, it helps support me and this channel. And of course, if you're already a subscriber watching this, welcome back. And thank you again for your continuing support, because we have now reached 1K. And that is a huge milestone in YouTube world. And I'm excited for what's in store for, being a part of the YouTube Partner Program. I can't wait to see what's in store for that. And because I'm in the YouTube Partner Program, I'm able to continue making videos for you. Now, I will go ahead and say this, for summer 2022, which is right now, as I'm filming this, I am going to be focusing more on vlogging videos rather than specific topic videos. So if you are new to online teaching and you're looking at, how to do that online, feel free to look through all of my playlist videos for those resources. Or if you're needing something more in depth, I did post a brand new online teacher course, and that's all going to be down below in the description box. If you're needing way further support in starting your online teaching journey, and maybe my YouTube videos don't really answer your questions, or it's not enough, or you're needing more, that course should be able to help you get started right away in online teaching. So I definitely encourage you to look into that. It's been my recent baby recently. So I'm super excited to be offering that to you. And of course, all the other services and products that I have down below in my description box, are for you guys. And it's how, I support you and then you support me. So, but back to me vlogging. And that is just because I have been doing a lot of different projects and services that I just want to take a break from that a little bit and just, offer what I already have to you for your needs, and just vlog about, what I'm doing this week and, what's to come. And last week I did a vlog about how my internet router went out and I had to travel to my hometown, Nashville, Tennessee, to teach the rest of my classes for the week. So I'll make sure to leave that video in the cards if you're curious about how that went and how that happened. And that was quite an adventure for me to pack up all of my teaching equipment and take it to Nashville and teach not here, basically. And I was really afraid that it would not go well, or that something will mishap. And, you'll just have to see the video on how that goes. And so that was fun. So thankfully, I'm happy for a quieter week for me, that I'm back in my typical teaching space, and that I do have some camps and classes to teach on. And I want to talk a little bit about in this vlog about how I'm having to adjust my teaching schedule a little bit, because I did do another video about a month or two ago about my teaching schedule for the summer, and I'm having to change that a little bit because enrollments are not what I expected to be for the summer. But then again, as I'm filming this, it is the middle of June, so there still may be a lot of children still in school, or they're approaching their last days of school. So we may not be seeing all these enrollments until July or August. But either way, I still have to support my family and feed my family. So if this means that one platform, I have more opportunities to earn money through that, I'm gonna put a little more focus on that than the other. And that's not to say I'm not going to teach on the other platform at all. It's just I'm going to follow where the needs are. And believe it or not, the needs are on Allschool. I know many of you that have joined the Allschool team have been saying, I'm not really seeing the enrollments happening. And I know many of you have even asked me, Kelsey, like, when are the best times to offer classes on Allschool? Like, I'm offering on all these different times and nobody seems to be signing up. Well, what times are best? And what you'll see when I go through my schedule with you, my new revised schedule with you, you are going to be seeing that I am teaching more so in the afternoons and evenings and even the night. So not middle of the night, but just like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, teaching these classes for Allschool, essentially, because I'm earning like $60 a class to teach on there than teaching one student at a camp for $30 a week. So you'll see like why I had to shift that schedule, because if that's where the needs are. And that's what I recommend for you too, if you're teaching on the Allschool platform, because there are more students, on the other side of the globe to teach rather than during the daytime for us, if you teach in North America or South America even. But so that's what's been, that's how I've been able to get most of my money actually is through Allschool, because, I've been teaching in the evenings and I'm getting more enrollments through that than even the Outschool afternoon camps. And that's insane, because usually summer camps on Outschool, they sell like hotcakes. And now it feels like I'm pulling teeth to get anyone to take any of my camps. And it's not new camps, which will be interesting to see if maybe that's what it is. And maybe I do just need to refresh new camp topics or just go with trends. But I'm not really like a trendy type of person. One term that I've been learning recently is evergreen content. I like to make evergreen content. So the thing is, the solar system, I would consider it an evergreen topic, because every kid I've met will always talk about the solar system. I will mention dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are an evergreen topic because kids will always want to talk about dinosaurs. Insects are evergreen topics because everyone will want to talk about insects, so I like to stay on evergreen stuff. And and don't get me wrong, I have done trends like my Encanto Crow Music Lab class. The thing is, Encanto is starting to fade a little bit, which makes me sad, because I really, I still like Encanto, but kids are trendy. So, they may be over here looking at that camp and going, nah, I don't really like it. Like, even though it's my only camp that has like 5 out of 5 stars, because, well, honestly, only 2 kids have taken it and they really liked it. So, I don't know. So maybe I should start doing that. But like I said, I like staying on the evergreen topics, because that is something that will always be good. They're good topics that could be talked about at any time, and they're timeless, essentially. So, and even to an extent, my Crow Music Lab tutorials are starting to become evergreen. Like my very first Chrome Music Lab tutorial, Into the Thick of It, is still getting views on it and comments. And that surprises me because, you know, I have not heard of the Into the Thick of It song on TikTok in ages. Well, ages as in like a year ago. But it's, but some children, you know, that find me and find my videos still find value in that. So I'm even considering that evergreen content. And now I will say, for the one trendy thing I'm going to try to ride the bus on, it's going to be Chrome Music Lab. And it's going to be Stranger Things. Maybe you see where I'm going at with this. So I'm a big Stranger Things fan. And if you have seen season 4, volume 1, then you know Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush is like the Stranger Things song. Now, like, it's even bigger than the Stranger Things theme song. Like, and it is a good song. I listen to it at least once a week, if not more. And usually it's more because it's pretty good. So I think before volume 2 comes out, because as I'm filming this, volume 2 has not been released yet. So I want to do a tutorial this week on Running Up That Hill for Chrome Music Lab and release it on the weekend. So then, you know, because everyone's getting pumped up and excited for Stranger Things and they just can't get enough and everyone's waiting for volume 2. And I know by the time you're watching this, volume 2 has been out. So here's just me waiting in anticipation for what's going to happen for volume 2. Oh, the suspense is killing me because everyone has thrown every single name of the characters out on who's going to I'm just gonna leave it at that because I think you know why I'm not going to say what I really want to say. You're smart people, you know what I mean, that I'm not going to say, but you know what I mean. Call it a project if you want. Could be a project, could not be, but I've already written the song. I just got to do the tutorial on it and then post it over the weekend. So it's almost like a week before volume 2 comes out. And then of course, because it's such an awesome song, I feel like Running Up That Hill is going to suddenly become evergreen content, that it's going to be an evergreen song, and it's going to be timeless. And that's awesome. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case since everyone's been on the Stranger Things bus for weeks now. So just a fun little thing for you. It's probably already out now as you're watching this, but this is just my week and how I'm going to be working on that for a little bit. Hello everyone, I just wanted to come on here, and so you are seeing my Allschool schedule. I am currently on the Allschool page, and I wanted to talk a little bit about scheduling and what would be the best times to open up classes if you're able to. So what you'll see here is, so for this week, it's going to be the week of June 20th. So far, like, and you'll see, I'll scroll up here, that I am not teaching in the mornings. However, because there are a lot of Beijing time students, like, the mornings are suitable up till about 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you scroll down, and I did have one afternoon request, and that was a request from a parent. And it seemed like they were all English-speaking students, so, you know, anytime you ever have a course request, if you are able to put it into your schedule, and try to put it into your schedule. So you'll see as we scroll down here, I make myself available to teach between the hours of 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I don't know how many of you are in Eastern Standard Time zone, or if you are willing to teach that late in the evenings, but that seems to be when bookings are generally going to be better. I'm not going to say the best, because I have made myself available on different hours, like they're Allschool's recommended times, and I wouldn't get any bookings at all. So like you'll see here on the Monday, I had made myself available originally from 8 to 11, but I didn't get anyone signing up for those classes at all. And so I am limited on scheduling because I don't teach on Fridays or the weekends. But if you are open to the weekends, Allschool also recommends opening up slots or time frames from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's what's going to be helpful for bookings. If you're like, oh, I don't have any enrollments on Allschool, what can I do? And that's just, if you're needing some more income, those are the times that work best for Allschool for now. Now, if you are able, like if you do work in the Eastern time zone and you are able to see, students in the middle of the day, let me know down below. I'd be very, very curious. Also, I wanted to come on here. Several of you have probably heard from Online Teacher Dude about a new online teaching platform that is called Synthesis. And Online Teacher Dude was the first teacher, or a popular online teacher, that had originally talked about Synthesis and what that can look like. And believe it or not, I tried to apply to Synthesis about a couple of weeks ago, and my application got denied. So I'm really sad about that, but I think if I try to study a little more about what Synthesis is about and maybe try to do, some events. I submitted my email for events. I haven't got an email about an event yet, but, I would love to work for Synthesis because you are more of a facilitator and a mediator rather than a lecturer. And to me, as a trained Montessori teacher, I feel like this is right up my alley. Now, yes, I do teach younger children, but if I am going to be more of a facilitator, then it'll be easy for me to adjust to older children. Especially for my Crow Music Lab students, I do typically teach older children in those classes anyways. So I feel like this is right up my alley, and I can't offer any advice on applying for Synthesis because I did not even get in the first time. So, but the personality test that I did was really interesting. It was kind of revealing a lot about who I am as a teacher, because you have to take a personality test for Synthesis. So I felt like that was really interesting to see that. But you'll see when you scroll down here, like you still have flexibility. So, but they'll give you a reliable schedule. So up to 10 hours a week for $50 an hour. So that is a consistent $2,000 a month. So if you feel like, you would be a good teacher for Synthesis, I definitely would recommend applying to Synthesis. However, just don't be disappointed if your application does not go through. Synthesis is not for everyone. And yes, it is the Elon Musk school, or the creator of Elon Musk's program. This is his thing. So it does kind of take a special type of teacher to teach on Synthesis. So if you look at this and you're thinking, ugh, this is really overwhelming, I don't think I would fit in, then don't apply for it. But if you feel like this is up your alley, then I would recommend it. There's just no referral link. I'm just simply telling you about it. So hopefully I can dig in some more information, and I'll try to follow up if I try to apply again to synthesis and see if maybe I can get in this time. Hello everyone. So as I'm filming this, it is Wednesday, and I've actually had a productive morning. I do have in-person tutoring that I do with one private student that's local. I do private reading tutoring with them. So I did that this morning, and then after that session I had therapy. So I take pride in going to therapy. I'm not ashamed to say it. We all should do it. It's good, it's healthy, and it helps you get away from your teaching space and your office for a little bit. And I think that's really important, because I had a new follower on my Instagram, I believe, that sent out a message to me that said that she had said that she was struggling with boundaries, like her schedule boundaries, and that she was teaching like 6 days a week, and she would teach like 12-hour days within those 6 days. And I just said, whoa, that is a whole lot. That is way too much. And I mean, and I understand when you're an online teacher and you can teach whenever, that you do have the freedom to teach all day, or, you know, you also have the freedom to teach, you know, only so many classes a week. You know, I get that. And the thing is, I don't know her situation. I don't know if she's like a single mom or living on her own and doesn't really have like a support system to take breaks, or if she's just actively pushing herself on this. I'm not really sure. So I just, you know, and I just said, well, you know, if you're starting to get burnt out, which you don't ever want to get to a point that you start burning out from online teaching or anything else that you have to offer, then it would be time to stop and reevaluate your schedule and just realize, you know, okay, what are reasonable days and reasonable hours that I can work. And, you know, and she said, I guess I'll just have to sacrifice losing a couple of learners to this. And yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes you have to make that sacrifice for the sake of your sanity. I get that. I understand that. And so I had to tell this fellow teacher friend, that, you know, you may have to sacrifice some hours and sacrifice learners, because really the families that want to stay with you will want to work with you for alternative times or alternative days, you know, so they'll work with you. They'll be understanding and will work around your schedule. And I know for teachers, boundaries are easier said than done for those circumstances. I have certainly fallen prey to breaking those boundaries. And, you know, and the thing is, if you do mess up, or you do end up messaging a parent at 11 o'clock at night, or whatever the circumstance is, you just have to give yourself some grace on that. And again, I know that's easier said than done, but, you know, just sometimes you just have to sit down and reevaluate, what does your schedule look like? What's something that, you know, maybe you could sacrifice to try to take time for yourself, even if that means going out and getting coffee with a friend, or going to therapy, or going for a run or a walk at the park. So whatever that circumstance is. So it's getting hot in the car, so I am going to go grab some lunch, and I do have a couple of classes this afternoon, so then I'll head back home and I'll get ready for that. So I'll see you soon. Hello everyone, today is Thursday, so I know I didn't videotape me filming my Crow Music Lab tutorial of running up that hill, but it is going to be released today. So as I mentioned before, big Stranger Things fan, riding the trend train on Stranger Things, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, you just never know with YouTube videos sometimes if it's going to go viral or if it's going to be a dud or if it's just, you know, just part of the content that you create. So I did do that. It's going to post in like 15 minutes. So that's exciting. I also created a Teachers Pay Teachers link to the link of the song as well. So I'm still doing it where I'm offering my links for just a teeny tiny price. So I know some of you that are Crow Music Lab followers, you know, maybe are curious as to why I do that. And if you are curious, like why, you know, I would offer my links, or you want, you know, sort of like a little mini lesson out of it, I'd be happy to do a follow-up video on that if you are curious. Although I'm pretty sure I have said it very briefly in the videos, you know, why I charge my links. But you know, if you want me to do a mini lesson, like start actually like doing some teaching lessons on YouTube, let me know. That'll be fun. That'll be interesting. So I'd be curious. Or even if you're the grown-up and you're here for my teaching videos and you're over here, you know, like maybe you want some valuable information that's not related to online teaching or music, or, you know, so let me know. I mean, I can't be an expert at everything. I can't talk about everything, but I will certainly try my best. Big Tennessee Balls fan. So if you do not like Tennessee Balls, I don't know what to tell you.
Stay in Florida, is what she means.
Yes, but welcome everyone.